I'm on the lookout for some plants for the edge of the pond, not marginals, ones that are on the outside of the pond, so they're not going to be wet. And it's a lined pond, so there's not much water coming from the pond out to the edges. And this is an old quarry. It's hard to see because of all the leaves and stuff, but it's an old quarry used for dry stone walling materials. And down just over there, there's some interesting plants. Now I'm not sure what that is, but it looks pretty exotic to me. It looks a bit almost prehistoric. And some mosses here. Now these mosses are on rocks, so you can actually peel them off and take everything they need to carry on growing. And those will just dig out. We'll get them out and get them in the quad. But everything's pretty tough around here. Look at this silver birch on top of a rock. Right, I'll get them out, put them in the thing, and then we'll go back up to the pond. There you go. See, the moss came up very easy off the top of that rock. It comes up with all the soil as well, so I've not really ripped anything out. And those came out with a spade quite easily. I only took two. There's a big one there and a small one there. But they are quite rare around here, those. There's one there, I'm going to leave that. There's one there near the moss I've taken. That's where the moss I've taken, that, and that's where I took the other ferny type thing. If anybody knows what it is, give me the name of it, it'd be brilliant. But I've left some there, plenty for it to recuperate. There's plenty of other mosses here. So we'll get back up to the pond now and put it around the edge. Right, here we are at the pond. As you see, I've done a lot of the edging. I've just used a lot of wimberry and a lot of sphagnum moss and some of the bit more exotic. I don't know what that is, but it's lovely, and they all seem to survive because you bring them up off rocks and then they bring everything with them. If you do it into off soil, it can tear the roots, but they seem to be surviving. Anyway, so I'm thinking over there you can just see like a square rock. That's my drain. That's the overflow pipe there that takes the water down the hill. To keep my levels, and my input pipes, so you can just see it under that wimberry bush there. That's the input pipe, and that takes water off the roof over there, which fills 3 IBCs up for me. It's all off grid. 3 IBCs on top of each other there, and they're all full, and then when it overflows it goes down a pipe underground and then up to there and into the pond. So this is filled by rainwater and obviously it's square metre area. It catches a lot of rain itself. I reckon it's 50-50 off the roof, 50% off the roof, 50% off rainfall. But it took 2 months to fill up, something like that. But we've had a lot of rain. So yeah, I'm going to put one of the exotic things, I don't know the names of it there, and maybe another one here as a feature. That's a tree stump there that's covered with a wimberry. But it's looking good already. The dog likes it. Ooh, what are you doing, Luce? It's the first time she's been in it. She's an old dog. Be careful. Yeah, I put the sphagnum moss a bit further up to the edge. I've done it there. It looks slightly better. It's just touching the water there. You can see the liner, and it looks a bit crap. So let's do that now. So there, I'll put the fern on top of that. Looks pretty messy, but I left enough undergrowth on it, so hopefully it'll survive. And that's the fern, obviously a bit different to the sphagnum moss on the top line. And you can see my marginals in there, which are just yellow flag iris and some reed mace. Only one. They're all in baskets as well, so it'll be easy to control. But you won't see anything from them till next year. I seeded this just after I made it, and I should have done it all really, because it just stops it eroding. There's my little decking over there. Let's have a quick walk around the other plants across there. You can only just see it. It's a small one. Very rocky area this. Couldn't get the pond very deep because of it. It's solid millstone grit, although it's very porous, so I had to use a lining. but it's it's about 1.3 meters deep at the deepest point. It's quite clear now, but we've had a lot of rainwater. You can see my shelves, and if you look carefully you can see my baskets. There's about 20 baskets over there with all the arison, and there's a new plant there. It looks quite natural considering I only started filling it up in 7th September. But everything seems to be surviving. These grasses I've just taken out of the field in front of my house. Same with that one over there. I don't know what they are, but they're lovely. And there's a lot of needles in there at the moment because with all the larches, which are like a deciduous conifer, they lose all the needles every year. That's why this ground looks so yellowy brown. But I fish them out with a net as best I can. Some will go to the bottom, but it's over and done with within about 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah, I've just got to finish my decking off, do the edging, get rid of all these flags, and tidy up, and we're done for the winter, I think. What do you think? So I've done a little bit more. Building up this banking with like natural looking mosses, plants. These are older saplings, and I first put them in I thought about building up the strength of the banking, but I'll probably crop them right short back before spring next year because I don't want them to be too dominant, and they will do. But that looks alright. Oh, dogs in the water. Gonna get a ball. You don't like swimming, do you?